great pleasure and happiness because it's a deep subject matter. Take many, but I wanted that many of you come forward. We can improve. And this time I wanted volunteers for every WhatsApp groups. And to some extent, you see it has happened. Isn't it? You're finding some admins are there helping you. They are just people from the previous batch. And how much help they are giving you, they are there in these classes. They are able to solve all your technical problems, are also able to answer most of your questions. So you will grow very fast. Okay, so we can. I wanted that we develop a knowledge base. All these topics that you're talking, which are the main issues, which are really revolutionary things. Make a note of the things which are the first thing in life you heard. That will be very pleasure and write to me at the end. These things are the new things I learned and I'm convinced, and it's a great contribution of this course. Okay, keep noting because it will become part of you before you know. Okay, so generally people are, we have to, whole Bhagavad Gita is actually parodharma. Savai pumsa parodharma. Parodharma means, I told you six kind of dharmas. Gita is parodharma, transcendental religion, which gives you pleasure of service to the Lord. Parodharma. Now, this is an example how we should be not lost into punya papa. We should be into parodharma. Most of the people today, they believe that to do good work, to help other people is God itself. Many times I go to meet people in the city, in Bangalore. Why don't you come sometimes to the temple? Swamiji, I am a doctor in the city. You don't know how many eye camps I go, how many poor people I give free treatment. That is God for me. I don't have to come to temple. They say like that. And they believe it also. And they don't come to temple. That's a waste of time. Morning time, instead of maybe coming to temple or chanting, they are busy running on the roads. And also they work very hard. But once in a while, they have all obnoxious travels. They go for Goa, they drink and they're not up totally upright life. Hidden behind is sinful life, which comes out of frustration. All drink, practically all so-called successful people in society, they drink. They have all bad habits also. Even forget about that. Today, difficult to get a person who is gentleman, not having bad habits. This person was even more special. His name was King Niga. Niga, difficult to pronounce. Like Krishna has Kri. This is Niga. Okay, Sanskrit is very, uh, such words don't exist in English. Riga. So this Niga, like Nrisimha, correct? So Niga. So the Niga king was a very punyatma. If anybody comes to him, saintly person, that I'm in difficulty, previously the easiest thing people used to take is Godan. They take some cows. Because cow is there, wealth is there. The cow will give milk, cow will give cow dung. With the cow dung, you can do organic agriculture, and with the milk, you can drink the milk. And you can use the milk into convert it to ghee. The ghee can use for your worship. So Brahmanas, generally people used to do to Godan. Today, even the culture is there, but it's meaningless. Nobody has a place to keep a cow. So so they went to king. He said, I'm in a very difficult position. Oh, no, no. And the Brahmanas were not like today, birth Brahmanas, qualified Brahmanas, who are engaged in worship of the Lord. I'm in financial difficulty. Can you help me? He said, no, I'll help you come. He used to give, say, 1 dozen cows. Please take. And all good, healthy cows, healthy milking cows, healthy cows. Please take. So very happy. Now another Brahmana came. He said, can you help me? I'm also in great difficulty. He said, I'll also give you. From his cow shed, he also gave 1 dozen cows. But one thing happened. What? One of the cows, the previous Brahmana had come running. It happens sometimes. Animals come running to the previous master. Came running, and he didn't know. Actually, it was a cow which is already gifted, and he gave to the another Brahmin. By the time the other Brahmana landed up and started shouting, "That's my cow," and they giving to him. You do this, huh? You take and you steal back and you give. And big commotion started. He said, please don't be angry at me. I'll give you one, both of you one dozen cows. No, we have caught a thief now. You're a cheat. That's how you do like that. They gave Shrapa to him and he became a lizard next life. See, punya is so dangerous in this world. You cannot live a life of punya. Just thinking I'll be good, you cannot do. I told you today they say good, but all of them drink and all do so many bad activities I cannot mention. But even if you say you are not doing a papa, like this. You do Papa so many ways. You walk on the road, you'll kill an ant by mistake. Papa happens in this world like this king. Never intended to, Papa happened. Became a lizard. So you cannot plan a punya life on this world. Lord has not designed this world for that, just to settle down here. It's a temporary world, which will be destroyed regularly. Pralaya happens regularly here. Why are you trying to settle down? Trying to make a settlement in a permanent, temporary place. Your life itself is shana. Anytime, it's our life is like a water on lotus leaf. Anytime the water will fall down. Life is so temporary. So what happened? So he went to the one. Yadavas were one day playing. When they're playing, they suddenly saw a huge lizard. Huge lizard. Not huge means massive. So all the Yadavas came, children, they were youngsters. They had to pull, they went actually for water. They saw in this huge well, what water? This huge lizard is there, no water. So they thought, my God, poor lizard is helpless. All of them are trying to pull it out. They could not do it. Papa ran to Krishna. Krishna, huge lizard. So Krishna said, okay, he knows everything, what's happening, what is the lizard. He comes there and he just touches the lizard. Immediately leaves the body of the lizard, becomes a devata. Just like Nalakuvera Managriva, Krishna broke the tree. So many times devatas came in front when Krishna removed them from the curse. So he said, I was a great king. Lot of punya I did. One papa happened by mistake. That also not intended. Take a lizard body. What's the lesson? Don't plan just a pious life in this world. Pious or impious, you should try to offer everything to the Lord. Correct? That will be permanent. It will be spiritual. Just focusing to be pious, pious, pious will not help you. You will continue to take birth again in this world and rotate in the cycle of birth and death. Just punya, punya is not great. They say punya papa is like dry and wet side of the stool. You say this side of the stool is good because it is dry. It is true, no? So anything which is not connected to the Lord has nothing special in it. Just like Hanuman, our hero. You tell him, this is so nice. That person was so kind. Is it connected to my Lord Rama? No. Why are you talking about it? I'm not interested. No value. No value to anything which is not connected to the Lord. प्रापंचिकया प्रापंचिकतया बोध्या हरि संबंधी वस्तुनः मुमुक्षुभिः परित्यागो वैराग्यम फाल्गु कथ्यते. When a person eager to achieve liberation renounce things related to Supreme Personality Godhead, thinking them to the material renunciation is called incomplete. So anything in the world can be used for the pleasure of the Lord. Not being used, it is material, it is waste. Karma yoga or karma sannyasa. नेयस नित्य सन्यासी यो मे द्वेषी न कांक्षति निर्द्वंद्व ही महाभावो सुखम बंधात प्रमुच्यते. One who neither hates nor desires the fruits of his activities, ichcha, dvesha, is known to be always renounced. See what happens? Both are symptoms of illusion. What is this world finally? In this world, everything is a combination of blood and bones. What is beauty? What is ugliness in this? Just foolishness, no? Somebody is attracted. You go to a shop, mannequins are there. Very beautiful. What is it? It's plastic, no? Why are you so getting enamored? Okay. See, yeah, it's okay. But don't have to get lost in looking at the mannequin all the time. It's just a piece of plastic. So people, they take a picture of a girl, hold it, staring at it, or they're staring at a real girl. What is real girl or picture? Just a plastic, no? It's a skin inside the blood and bones. So either you're attracted or you're hating is a sign that you are in illusion. And why we are being cheated by illusion? Because there is nobody, there is nothing lamentable in the kingdom of God because it's fit to be cheated. Suppose I look at the world with the spirit of enjoyment. This is not my world. This world belongs to God. It is His world. I'm just born some time ago. I didn't create this world. So I should, when somebody owns something, it should be offered to him for his pleasure. Suppose I own my mobile, I will use my mobile for my pleasure. You cannot take. They say even real estate. They say this land, you are the enjoyer when you own a land. Correct? You are the enjoyer of this land. So same way, the if something belongs to the Lord, it should use for His enjoyment. Neither haste nor desire the fruits of activity is known to be always renounced. Correct? You understood? When you're looking at this world for enjoyment, then the Maya comes in. Police only catches a criminal. When you have a criminal mentality enjoying this world, then the Maya comes and makes you look certain thing is beautiful, certain thing is ugly. Just like so many times. Okay, I'll continue. Otherwise, I'll be on this shloka only. Such a person liberated all dualities, easily overcome mental bondage, and is completely liberated, O mighty son of Arjuna. Completely liberated from dualities, easily overcome mental bondage, and is completely liberated. You come out of this duality, then you advance. So many shlokas of Gita are talking about coming out of duality. This is comfortable, this is uncomfortable. When you're focused on the Lord, comfort and discomfort is not an issue. Like Hanuman is carrying the Sanjeevani mountain. He is not thinking it is hot or it is cold. He's absorbed in Krishna Seva. He doesn't even know what's happening. Just like this in football when they're playing, they don't even know sometimes there is an injury because they're so much absorbed in that match. But what is the match finally? Silly thing, no? One ball they're hitting here and there like fools. But here it's not like we are really in business to serve the Lord. We can ignore bodily comfort or discomfort. Neither hate, neither desire. So you're walking on the road, there is a cinema hall. A cinema hall, cinema hall. That means you're attracted to the cinema hall. Why you're so disturbed? Just walk through, no? We're not disturbed. Suppose there is a liquor shop in the road. You're walking, liquor shop, liquor shop. Why you're feeling scared of that? That means you have some attraction for it. So both hate and desire show weakness of our mind. So how work can be worship? Renounce results, don't renounce action. But the result of the work, we should worship the Lord. Now here is a great Acharya. Ichha, Maya cannot touch him. See, it says we have six senses, including the mind. And they're like living in the house with six serpents. If you're living in a house with six serpents, death is certain. That's why we are all trapped by Maya and beaten. But if you are engaged in service to the Lord, it is like living with the serpents whose poison is removed. They will not harass you. So a devotee also has senses because through the senses you want to serve the Lord. Maya doesn't harass. Police doesn't catch a gentleman. Police catches a criminal. So here is it. You look at it. Haridas Thakur. He is a great acharya in our sampradaya. He is a disciple of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him the title Namacharya Haridas Thakur. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I explained to you, is the incarnation of God in Kali Yuga. And he came predominantly to tell how to chant the holy name of God. And the main acharya, in that he made Namacharya title to his disciple. That means he got a very special position. Very great devotee to the Lord. He used to chant 192 malas every day. Great, great devotee. It's not easy to chant even 16 malas, which we recommend to everybody, doses. He was chanting 12 times of that. 16 malas takes 2 hours, 12 times of that is 24 hours. So you can say chanting a little faster. So 1.5 hours he can do, 18 hours. He's chanting a day. Not easy. Sit in the morning, say 5 o'clock, 18 hours you add, it will become uh, night 11 o'clock he's finishing. Like that. Something like that. All day chanting. People, he was so famous because 500 years ago, India was much more religious. Whole town, wherever he is, people should just come and pay him respects. And here, if there is a nice movie, admits, you can put a movie today of Haridas Thakur, which I have shown you some of you, correct? Haridas Thakur, ISKCON. You type YouTube, there is a beautiful movie, you can share, they can all enjoy it. Great life. It's very famous. People used to just pay respects. Once he landed in a town, same thing happened. Everybody used to come just paying. He's not asking. He's just staying in a, not even in the cities, outside in some small, hut and chanting his name. You can see it's a kind of a hut where he's staying. He's not after respect, but he's naturally respected. Great person is naturally respected without asking for respect. They command respect. They don't demand. So everybody is coming paying. He's not bothered. So one day what happens? One Ramachandra Khan, his name is, he was the head of the town, say magistrate or something. He became envious of him. If people don't respect, that's the nature. When somebody is respected, people get envious. So he goes, he used to be in prostitutes. He goes to a very beautiful prostitute and says, I'll pay you these many lakhs of rupees. Can you prove that this man is dhongi? I feel he's dhongi. Dhongi means he's a hypocrite, just making a show of being a saint and just enjoying the respect people are giving. He's a bogus person. Pakhandi hai, dhongi hai, pakhandi hai. So the prostitute says, she was a very young and beautiful prostitute. She says, okay, dhongi. So I will help you expose him, no problem. So how much you will give me? I'll give you 5 lakh rupees. Say today's stuff. 5 lakh. It's good. Come on. I'll do it. So she comes to him. The night, say people used to meet him by 7, 8 o'clock. People sleep early in the Vedic culture. Nobody, they're out at 9 o'clock. She comes to his cave and he is not interested. He's peacefully chanting. Then she says, I want something. Haridas Thakur said, what? I want to embrace you. You're so handsome. Actually, he was very handsome. Look at him. Amazingly handsome. Big eyes, beautiful body, shining, glowing body. So she said, I want to embrace you. He said, okay, I can do that. Can I finish my chanting? After that, I'll do. Just little is remaining. She said, okay, okay, okay. And she says, no, very easy. This guy is a real dhongi. Agree to and embrace me. What kind of sadhu is this? She was sitting and chanting. And he used to just sit in front of Tulsi plant and chant. That's why he didn't need anything. And she was also Vedic culture. She also pays obedience to Tulsi. Hari Hari, Krishna Krishna, once in a while, because there is no, that's part of the culture. And he's not interested. Now she tried to make some poses like this, like this. He's not interested. He's drinking the nama, pleasure, sweetness of the holy name. He's Haridas Thakur, Namacharya. So morning it becomes say 5 o'clock. Now sun is about to rise and she can hear people are walking. Some people may come here. So she said, you cheated me. I waited the whole night. So, no, I'm very sorry. Okay, my japa was not over. I will start now only. I'm not taking any rest today. I'll start now. I'll be ready. Come early today. So the previous day, so she came 10 o'clock. Now she comes 9 o'clock next day. Early she comes. And he's chanting. So you finish now? I'll finish early. Please wait a little. And both are actually trying to cheat each other. Let us see who wins. So she again tries to do this pose, that pose, try to attract him somehow. No, he's Haridas Thakur. And the second night also happens in the morning. Time has come. She said, he cheated me for the second day. No, reality is I have to finish 1 koti nama in a month. So that it was not over. So therefore I had to finish. I'm sorry. You come early today. I'll be very fast. She goes and Ramachandra Khan, this guy is cheating me. 2 days I'm sitting. No, he's a Pakhandi. Don't worry. Go again. Go. And moment he embraces you, he'll get attached to you. Then the next day we'll bring all soldiers and arrest him in front of public in embarrassing position with you, and we'll expose him. Said, okay, it doesn't look to be Pakhandi, but anyway, I'll go again. She comes. Third night is a chanting. At the end of the day, she's part of the Vedic culture. One thing in Vedic culture, they're very scared of doing aparadha to a great saint. Now she looks at his eyes, third night, and she is also hearing chanting. Her heart is purified now. Actually, he's actually enjoying the nama. Nam Upasaka is worshipper of the holy name. Oh my God, he's a great saint. And now she feels scared. She has done some aparadha. She falls at his feet and starts crying. And he gets up. What happened to you, mother? No, I came here with this intention. Do you know that? He said, I knew. Who will come in the middle of the night in Vedic culture on top of it? Maybe not a woman of a respectable character. I knew that. But I thought, anyway you come, let me benefit you. Anyway you come. So that's why I tricked you to hear the nama. She said, it is so sweet to hear the nama. I'm feeling so happy now. I said, it's very nice. So she says, and now I want to become your disciple. He said, okay, I'll make. But do one thing first. All the wealth that you have, she was wearing all jewelries and diamonds, give it away to some saintly people who are in need. Donate all your, wealth you have got by this profession. Now I am very wealthy. Okay, donate all that income. So she goes next day and finds very saintly, pure. Because if you give to a bad person wealth, he will misuse it. Correct? So give to saintly people who are pure devotees of the Lord, or she helps her. And then she comes here, wearing simple clothes, no more this, no this, what is it, eye attracting clothes, simple clothes, and sits down there. Same place he's sitting. He said, "You sit down here." He gets a chant, and she, by his mercy, by his blessing, starts chanting 192 malas at the same spot. And he says, "Hare Krishna," and he goes away. He said, "I don't want to stay in this town. Who wants to have? I just want to chant. Yeah, somebody's getting agitated by my chanting. Why I want to stay in this town? I go." It's a big story. Then all the people come next day to take darshan of Haridas Thakur. They see instead of the prostitute is sitting, they know it's a small town, everyone knows everybody. And but she's absorbed, chanting, "Oh my God, such a great saying. This is Haridas Thakur." So there were no, we were talking about Ichha Dvesha, no attraction, no repulsion. He was not repulsed. Oh, woman has come, woman has come. And neither attraction, because he has another higher taste. Okay, so that's what we have to cultivate. Renounce results, not action. We can keep topping on all this point. Let us just finish chapter. So these are all various advices to make your work into worship and not get entangled while living in this world. You have to be actually living like this. Brahmani adhaya karmani sangam takta karoti yaha lipyatena sapapena padmapatram ivambasa. He said we should live like a lotus leaf is untouched by water. Lotus leaf I have given you as a photograph. Water is there, but it just falls off. There are various reasons why it doesn't hold. Scientifically, they have been studying, and now they have some conclusion. But the result is lotus leaf is untouched by water. Why? Same way we are living in the world, just like Corona is there now. Are you wearing mask and going? You don't want to get the virus. So not only the virus, there are unwanted desires in this world. I should not get trapped by that. Padma patram ivambasa, like a lotus leaf untouched by water. That's how my life should be. Lotus leaf untouched by water. I'm living in this world, but Rajoguna, Tamoguna of the world, I should not. Rajoguna means intense desire of enjoying this world. Tamoguna means sinful activities, madness, illusion, inertia. I'm not affected by that. This world is infested with Rajoguna, Tamoguna. We have to be very careful not to get infected. We have to take precaution. So he's saying, if we are living in the world, but how work will become worship when you get involved in sense gratification? When you get involved in simple activity, it will become vidharma, where it will become parodharma. Therefore, we should live in the world like a lotus leaf untouched by water. Now you look at the Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, great worshipper of the holy name. He is landed in America. He has no money with him. He has no followers with him. He is surviving every day by selling few books he has written. That's all he has with him. And on the Sunday, he goes to the park, does kirtan with his few initial followers. They don't even have a dress now. Nothing is there. They are in the same dress. Mala, there was no mala available. Tulsi mala, this mala. They made mala out of some rosary or something they could collect. They made mala. Can you see? He's having mala on his neck. No bead bag, no gomiki, nothing. But this is not important. He's a worshipper of the holy name. You look at him, how much meditation he's having on the name. He used to do kirtan in the park for 4 hours at a time. All the youth was on the streets. There was a hippie revolution in America during that time. And on Sunday, the parks are flooded with lakhs of youngsters because they are on the road. And there, the one events used to happen. People used to sing, to dance. Prabhupada is okay. His event is happening. He's doing nama. And you see how the people are just staring at him and trying to taste the pleasure. He's sharing the pleasure, what he's having of the Nama with them. Can't you see, worshipper of the holy name? Eyes are closed intensely and hearing the name and tasting the pleasure of chanting the name of the Lord. That's the greatest asset. More, as you advance in working in this world, you get more realization. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Sapake Cha Pandita Samadarshinaha. When you're a really learned person, you see the Brahmana, qualified Brahmana, who is Vidya. Brahmana means not by birth, but qualities. He has Vidya and Vinaya. He has knowledge and at the same time humility. See, Hare Krishna. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. He's a qualified Brahmana. He sees a cow. He sees an elephant. Hastini. Shuni. He sees a dog. He sees a dog eater. All varieties of people across the social order. Samadarshana sees them all with equal love. So as you advance in spiritual life, this is another symptom that will develop. You see everything with equal samadarshi. You don't differentiate people based on their caste, based on their based on which part of the world they come from, or even across the species. Everything you look with equal love. Samadarshi, you become samadarshi. As the spiritual knowledge develops within your heart, so many beautiful things happen. Today, they want unity in the world. How can you have unity on material platform? On spiritual platform, you can have unity. Oh, I want to protect, make America great again. Everybody focus on this patriotism. Make India great again. All the world, make China great again and fight. Like three neighbors, fight. For the small tract of piece of land you have. I know even two neighbors' boundary cannot be exact. Always 1 inch, hair inch will be some kind of a dispute. Settle peacefully, no, will fight. So each person is in an illusion. He's thinking that he is the owner of the land. God is the owner of the land. No, you're not the owner. You're only caretaker. The whole attitude changes when God consciousness comes. Total consciousness changes. So Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavihastini Shuni Chaiva Sapakecha Pandita Samadarshana. A Pandita becomes Samadarshi. He loves everyone. When you bring God in the center, you love everybody. If you have a common father, you're all brothers. Correct? So we are all brothers because you have a common father. So because God does not discriminate. Why is he giving everybody equal love? Because Krishna sits with equal love in the heart of every person. You see, he's seeing God in everybody's heart. Because God is equal to everybody. He sits in the heart of even a pig, even a dog, even a man, a dog. So he also becomes equal in his love to everybody. Okay? More discussions are there, each one, but we'll discuss later. Then more instruction how to control our senses. Yehi samsparsha jab hoga, dukkha yona evate. This contact of the senses of sense object only gives us pain. Samsparsha jab hoga. It looks to be happiness, but actually it gives you pain. So sense enjoyment looks very attractive, but actually at the end gives you pain. Because such pleasures have a beginning and an end. Whatever pleasure you know in this world have a beginning and an end. You want to eat gulab jamun, okay? How many will you? 10, 20? They'll not even touch gulab jamun for a few days. That's how it is. Bhoga tyaga, bhoga tyaga. You try to enjoy something, at the end you get fed up. Like a pendulum, you keep swinging. Nateshu ramate buddha. A sober person doesn't realize in these pleasures which have beginning and an end, and the end they bring misery. Too much gulab jamun eating, 20, you finally may get some health problem. So all material pleasures, they have a beginning, they have an end, and instead of happiness, at the end they bring pain. Just like I rub my hand, it's pleasure. You rub more pleasure. You rub more pleasure, but you have to stop because blood starts coming. That's how it is. Any material pleasure, there may be so-called pleasure. At the end, you have to stop because blood comes. Dukkha yona vevate. At the end, it will give you pain. Any material pleasures have a beginning and an end. An intelligent person doesn't delight in such pleasures because we are looking for permanent pleasures, not temporary pleasures which give you pain at the end. So, what you should go for? Spiritual pleasures. Spiritual pleasures have no end, continuous. When Prabhupada had landed in America, at that time in America, hippie revolution was going on, and drug addiction was like commonplace. Even now, drug addiction is very high, but those days, very disorganized society. So they came to Prabhupada. What are you teaching? Prabhupada said, I'm teaching you how to stay high forever. Because you take drugs, you get a hallucination of happiness for a few hours, then everything is gone and your health is also destroyed. But spiritual pleasure stay high forever. Ah, it makes sense. Because the biggest problem with drinking and drug addiction is that highness goes away. Okay? So such pleasures are beginning and an end, which sober person should not delight in such pleasures. Now, more deeper, if you say, the eyes are uncontrollable for certain species, the insects. They run towards light and they lose light. And they go inside the neon bulb and they are roasted inside, if you know why they lose light. The hunter, if he wants to attract a deer which is hiding, he gives a nice music. He has very attraction for music. A deer, he has strong ears and he gets up to hear from where the sound is coming. Hunter spots it and kills it. The bees go to flowers. What a smell. The flower closes, dies inside. A fish, very attracted to eating things. Put a bait is trap. So everybody is losing life because of uncontrollable senses. And an elephant is trapped because of sex desire. One was remaining the skin. So they send a she elephant to catch. Suppose there is a wild elephant. You want to catch him and use him for in the forest for taking the wood here and there. So what they do is that they will trap first make a big pit and cover it with grass. Then a tame elephant, female elephant, they will send. So the hero elephant will get up and will run behind the female elephant. She'll go around this pit, and this hero elephant will make a shortcut and fall in the pit. He will starve for some time. Then they will make a cut in the well where they created and drag him out by a tractor. Whole life, he will lose his independence out of one mistake. So, like that, everybody loses his life because of uncontrollable sense, one of them, which is uncontrollable. But for us, the problem is all the five senses are very strong. We have to be very, very careful. Okay? Otherwise, we lose our what work is worship, really involved in illusions of this world. And this is the last verse of this chapter. This is work is worship at the end. You should understand there is only one enjoyer, Krishna. Therefore, by your work, you are worshipping him. Bhoktaram yegna tapasam. There is only one enjoyer, God. Trouble is when we want to be the enjoyers. We should cooperate in his enjoyment. We should participate in it, just like a servant. Servant is busy with the enjoyment of the master. But in this word, servant means exploited. It's not a spiritual word, it's not like that. The life is out of love. Service is done out of love. And Krishna also reciprocates. Krishna is driving chariot to Arjuna because the service Arjuna is doing is out of love. In this world, service is done for money. So sometimes the servant is, I don't want to hear this word. No, here servant exploitation, not Krishna. Krishna is, you think Lord Rama makes anytime Hanuman uncomfortable, Yarmadasa? No, his service out of love. It gives only gratitude, love and gratitude. So first meditation, if you have, Krishna is the only enjoyer, over, then your mind senses will not harass you. Because I should participate in the Lord's enjoyment. Sarvaloka Maheswaram, Krishna is the owner of all the worlds. That is also very good. Because why we are fighting for property, one neighbor, one country, another country. Because think it belongs to me, it belongs to you, it belongs to God. Said like in India, there was a division of two states, Andhra and Telangana. Any war was there? No, just a political adjustment. That's all. The whole world will be saved if you understand whole earth belongs to God. But no, it is my country. And so-called patriotism we create. No, our culture is much higher. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Whole earth is my home. All are my brothers. Okay? It's not that I am good, my countrymen are good, other countrymen are bad. No. ISKCON is preaching all around the world. We find good people everywhere. Everywhere, so many nice people are there who are taking to a spiritual life very happily. Okay? So Sarvaloka Maheswaram. Krishna is the owner of everything. Krishna is the only enjoyer. And he is the best friend. Suppose you understand my best friend is God. How much you are happy. You got a great friend. Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. And don't have to have too much anxiety for somebody. Finally, God will take care of it. Gyata Mam Shanti. If you know this, you get real peace. So this is called peace formula. 3 things to get peace in the metal world while working. I'll always know God is enjoying, not you. So work for his pleasure. But the fruit of your work, worship the Lord. He is the only proprietor. Don't fight unnecessarily. Everything belongs to God. and Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. No, God is your best friend. If these three meditations you have, you will get peace. And chapter concludes. Hare Krishna. Yes, very simple chapter. Anything you want me today? What is the morning time? We finished the 18 reasons. Can we? I wanted today to do two things. Yesterday I showed you Dashavatara. Today I want first show you because I have 7-8 minutes faster. I finished before 6. There is a video of how the child develops in the womb based on Kapila's analysis in the Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 30th chapter. I told about it, how a child develops in the womb. Amazing. First thing, the data that this day this happened, this day this happened is shocking the scientist because there is no scanning at the time. Correct? How could he tell the development of the child in the womb, which is very surprising. Although scientists should study it and corroborate with the medical science, you will find everything correct. Which is surprising how we should know that. Apart from that, he talks in the chapter about development of the child, the what experience a child has in the womb. That we don't talk about in the science because we really don't think about consciousness. A child in the womb, how does he feel trapped in a dark bag? In a bag, how does he feel? Okay, should I show you that video? After that, we will continue our discussion. I feel we can start techniques of mind control today. So you don't need to see me now. Admins, is the voice clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Very clear?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'll just come. I may become 1 or 2 minutes late. I have something to do. I'll come by the time video gets over. Okay?
Sure.
Okay.
And when the body is no more usable, then the body is finished and the soul again enters another body. This is called transmigration. What is the next body you are going to get? You must have information.
down YouTube live?
Where are you right now?
Retreat.
Hare Krishna. You all liked it? Hare Krishna admin. The voice
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Prabhuji, can we switch off YouTube live?
Yeah, I'll do that. Now I'll switch on the camera. 1 minute. So questions we can start. Yes, we can coordinate the question. Any questions now? Or we go into 27 techniques of mind control.
Sure, Prabhuji.
We can have some questions and then we can.
Yeah. One question from Bhakti Lakhtar.
Ah.
Kindly explain serving the needy is not service to God.
I did not think that. See, at the end, it is material. If you really want to serve the needy, you have to take care of three. Real needy means you needing, because you are in illusion, you only see physical needs. If you have little vision from Gita, you know he has mental needs and also spiritual needs. Just like Gandhi tried to make the country happy materially. And then they were not satisfied. They shot him dead. The same countryman shot him dead. He gave his life for the country. People enjoyed, some people got post, some people got power after independence. He didn't get anything. Yeah? He actually served the country. But the same countryman shot him dead. Not satisfied. So if you try to satisfy somebody materially, even the poorest man, actually he will have no gratitude. Because somebody will have only gratitude, make him happy. Materially, you cannot make anybody happy. Correct? So even if you want to serve, why not do complete work? Why you want to do only physical sided work? Correct? After reading Gita, it is clear we are not the body, we are soul. Suppose somebody is drowning in river and you save his clothes. Like in Mangalore, that famous case happened. Somebody drowned, jumped and committed suicide. You jump inside a ring is closed. What is the achievement? Real saving would happen, have you saved the person? So real welfare is actually spiritual, not material. But you can combine. Now somebody is hungry, you have to give him food, but give him prasadam and then give him spiritual knowledge. Why you want to just focus yourself on the material needs? Why don't give a what is a wholesome program? Why have limited program? Just like in India, skill India, skill India, skill India, skill India. Suppose you want to make in India it's like I was for 20 years asking government, give me land, give me land, give me land, give me land. They didn't give. And I took land. I'm paying huge amount of money. So I don't know how many years it will take me to clear that. You get it? But suppose you want to set up IIT in Karnataka, 500 acres of land free of cost is given. People do not know spiritual welfare is more important than material welfare. Isn't it? That's my point. My point is the balance should be there. And actually, how much you can help, it's just talk. ISKCON is feeding 30 lakh children every day, if you know. ISKCON is feeding 30 lakh children every day. No organization can even talk 10% near. But still, we don't talk about it. See, I strongly say spiritual welfare is more important than physical welfare. We don't give food, we give prasadam. Correct. It's not that we're not doing. I don't think any organization can come near also to what we do. But our focus, welfare of anybody is spiritual. Suppose you have children and you take material care, children tomorrow become drunkard and drug addicts because you didn't give any moral training, you didn't give any spiritual training. So you should give physical welfare, mental welfare, spiritual welfare, all the three together. Today, only focus of individual, country, status, they make 5-year plan, 10-year plan, all plan, more money, more comfort, more money. It is one-sided plan. Parents also are always focused. My dear child, look at him. Look at that boy. He's in America. Like we had one doctor here. Doctor, look at Rajani. He's in England. He's so rich. Isn't it, Rajani ji? And they will tell, see, he's in heaven. You know what kind of heaven it is. They don't know. So we create a comparison, everything based on material demand. What I'm saying is, why not have a wholesome picture? Definitely, we are saying why remain poor. India was the richest country in the world at a particular time. 1850 when Britishers came. Even during that time, it was the richest country. 26% of the world GDP was in India. Financially, if you study. Correct? Many people can't believe that also. And just imagine before, how rich this country was. It was a seat of power for the whole world. Mahabharata, seat of power was here. Hastinapur was controlling the world, just like, say, in America, almost. Not now, superpower thing is gone. They control. But if dharma is there, artha will also come. No need to worry. But today, what is happening? Our focus is only artha. Even if you get money, say, suppose, if you study, there are a lot of maladies also in the Western world. Intoxication. Intoxication is very high. Drug addiction is very high. Suicide rate is very high. So many things are bad also. So why not have best of both the worlds? Correct? If suppose you becoming rich, and I'm just expanding your question. Becoming rich means suicide rate will be very high, drug addiction will be very high, divorce rate will be very high. Suppose you get job in Afghanistan, will your family members allow you to go? Even though salary may be 10 lakh per month. In Indian standard is big. Rajani standard may not be special. But will your family member allow you to go? No. Why? Because of danger to your life. So then better remain poor, somebody say. No. Become rich without the maladies which are there in the modern society. So you have to have a wholesome program. Take care of somebody. Suppose somebody is helpless. But why it is happening? Because of disorganized society. Why a child should be orphan? Why parents are throwing the child out of the house? Why old age home? Why people don't want to take care of the old people? Because actually society as such is degraded. How much patchwork will not help? We have to actually address the real problem. The real problem is people have become totally materialistic. And because they become totally materialistic, lacking all culture, these problems have come up now. Hannah, there is orphanages, old age. Why they should exist? You should go deeper. If you don't address a real problem, then as much you do, you cannot save it. है ना? All people today don't want to take care of the old man. Suppose condition become, what will you do? Why don't you go to the root of the problem? The root of the problem is people are becoming very materialistic and there is no mental and spiritual training. People are only been trained to get some skill to earn a livelihood. Just like in colleges, sometimes I go, I see the reality. The fourth year, engineering college, medical college, I don't know because I don't go there much. 95% youngsters are drinking. Hannah, is this education? What is this education? You train them some skills, but you cannot train any values. Isn't it true or not? So without a proper perspective today, education institutes actually should also be a place of formation of character. But there is no focus there. Whole focus is how to get a job with good money. So therefore, they become places. Education, I don't know, is going on or not going on, but they become places which are hubnet of sinful activity. Hubnet. Hubnet means sinful activity is done like this. So how to stop that? That should be the focus. How can it stop that? So we need a more wholesome program than just thinking of the mental need of somebody helping the poor. Help him, no, also mentally, also spiritually. Just physical help will not help. How much you will do? Suppose some poor man comes to you, sir, I am helpless. You say, okay, you give him some food. Then he will come 3 times a day. He has to eat food 3 times a day, no? Okay, you will give how many people you will feed? Okay, do it like our institution, we are feeding 30 lakh children. Then after that, you say, give me cloth. You have to give him cloth also. Then you say, I need a house. You give him house also. And after that, he says, give me a wife. You give wife also. How much you'll go crazy? There is no limit. You cannot. Don't try to play Vishnu. You're not Vishnu. See, suppose somebody is walking on the road. When I was a small child, 5-year-old, once I got lost. You're playing around, you get lost. It became night, 8 o'clock. I'm not able to dark. I'm not, got lost in the gullies. I cannot locate my house. We just shifted 2 days ago. I was playing with the friends here and there and lost. And then an elder person saw me and he says, where are you going? I told him, started crying. I've lost my house. Don't worry, don't worry. He was a very responsible person. Tell me your house address. I said, I don't know. We just shifted. My God. Okay, school address? I don't even know the name, but near that to school, this is there, this is there. Oh, that is a school. That is a school. He took me to the school, opened the register, got the police principal there. Principal saw the register, gave the address, took me to the house. Now, how much the parents were grateful? Isn't it? Similarly, bring people to the shelter of the Lord. He will take care how to do. How much he could have taken you any. So similarly, bring people to the Lord's shelter. That is the highest good he can do to anybody. Okay.
YouTube live, can we stop, Prabhuji?
Yeah, now it can go on. It can only when this video we have switched on, YouTube will red flag my video now. Okay.
I see. Rajneesh Prabhuji wanted to ask a question. I have unmuted him. Rajneesh Prabhu, can you ask your question?
Thank you.
Yes,
Pranam Prabhuji.
Dr. Ji, boliye.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, you have addressed already part of those my questions. So nowadays, like we talk about work-life balance, but how to balance the life and spirituality?
Very
Because
good.
if there is
Good
spirituality
question.
in life, I think the life would be much more balanced.
Rajni, you all help me. After this course is over, let us make a night. We are already in the process. I think they're sharing the FAQ already. Anna? The last batch, we can qualify them and so that these questions are not lost. See, the work-life balance will come by Acharya Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He gave it. He was a magistrate and he is an Acharya in a parampara. So he's personally an example. British time magistrate. He used to talk about 8 plus 8 plus 8. 8 hours, you see a 3 dimension of your personality, your body, your mind, and soul. Give everything 8 hours. You're 24 hours. 8 hours, you should take rest. You should bathe the body, feed the body. Should be finished within 8 hours. Correct? Today, 24 hours, you're doing that only. That is not correct. 8 hours, you have to have some engagement for the mind. Because khali dimag, shaitan ka dimag. Isn't it? Now say, sometimes you have a holiday, you get sick of it. I know 1 or 2 days is okay. I want engagement. Sometimes I have seen some of the students who don't have a job. After some time, they become mental cases. They become mad. 6 months sitting at home without job, you go crazy. We need some engagement. Some engagement should be there. Even previously, it was said if I don't have an engagement, they will go to a shop, say, I will do anything, even free, but I want engagement. Can you give me some work? So, very important for the country to see nobody is unemployed. That's how all the disturbance happen. Some engagement everybody should have, isn't it? You all appreciate this point? Some engagement we should have. No free lunch. Everybody should be given some engagement. That is for the good managers to organize. It requires good management. The last thing, so even personally, I should at least personally engage myself for 8 hours. Just like you are contributing society like a doctor, somebody is contributing like an engineer, but not more than 8. It should be ideally 8, sustainable. I've seen some people, managers, big CEOs, they work 18 hours, even 24 hours. They work without sleep. Then after 10, 15 days, they're unsustainable. They break down either health or they just take 4, 5 days leave. They go to some Switzerland, somewhere with a bunch of money and they blow the money. At the end, it averages back to 8, which is sustainable. You see Acharya Prabhupada, very few people have spiritually achieved what he achieved. Spread Krishna Bhakti to every city in the world. It's there everywhere. You look at his life, nothing. True, he used to sleep 2 hours because that is the intense Krishna consciousness. But day was very organized. Same thing he does any part of the world the same day. Great people achieve great things, not by over endeavoring, by sober, gradual work. Take life of any great person. It's well organized, systematic life. Day by day, big things are achieved. So split your day, 8 hours, good rest to the body, very important. 8 hours, you should have good engagement. And now 8 hours remaining for spiritual life. 8 hours. Today, I'm not able to give 8 minutes because I'm not properly planning. Go back to a boardroom and plan again your day. Somewhere you're wasting your time. There was once I told you a doctor came from, I taught a lot of time in KMC Mangalore. It's a big medical college, in Mangalore. Krishna's grace, I had a privilege. A very nice dean who gave me the privilege to teach there. And many people became amazing devotees. In fact, in the afternoon time, the English class was taken by one student from KMC. She is a doctor in America now. I think child specialist. She's taking the class. Sometimes she take class right
Wonderful.
from the hospital. Some of you maybe attended the class also, Premi Kishori. Amazing. So anyway, so I asked one boy that why did you spend 10 minutes chanting Hare Krishna? He had come to me and said, I'm very disturbed. He said, 10 minutes to chant. So I said, no time, medical college, so much study. I said, no time, huh? Tell me. I opened his day, 3 hours he was watching movies every day, he admitted. I said, see. So somewhere time will go because see, heart wants happiness. Sometimes now as parents, because of anxiety for the carrier of the children, we see that he doesn't even for 5 minutes chant Krishna name. But the result is he wants happiness. He will burst out into some nonsense happiness. Instead of that, give him some spiritual diet, at least for some time. In the growth of the children today, and when they have, in the fifth class, sixth class, we do encourage spiritual life. But later, seeing the competition, we become scared. And over anxiety we create over what is possible. No child can study more than 6, 7 hours. Simply create anxiety, which doesn't happen practically. And we take away spiritual life. And then as he grows, becomes an atheist. And then maybe, when there is no happiness, heart will burst out. You don't give spiritual happiness, I'll go to material happiness. And material happiness is such that it's the end of the day, very soon simple activities will start. Correct? Any material happiness, if you keep working, end will Nunam pramatta kurute vikarma yata indriya priti apanoti. Rishabhadeva says, if sense enjoyment becomes the goal of your life, very soon you'll do sinful activity. So I think we need a plan of 8 plus 8 plus 8.
That's a
But we
perfect.
cannot immediately come to that. Start with 8 minutes. See, Krishna is very funny. Have you seen a guest? You give him, एक हाथ दिया पूरा ही पकड़ लेते हैं ना. Suppose somebody comes, say, can I sleep night at your place? I don't have place. Come, you give him a room. Tomorrow he takes away the whole house. That is Krishna, is that kind of crooked guest. You give him 8 minutes, he'll take away your life. He will enter. He'll come and lie down inside your heart and will stay with you all the time.
Ji Prabhuji. If anyway I'm useful to ISKCON, I'm happy to participate. At the
No,
moment,
no,
I'm participating in
let us
your.
develop the course material much better. Okay?
Sure.
See,
Yes.
I see so many people do the case over again and again. I also feel that my content is not well developed. That means they heard, but they had more questions. Suppose the topic you are taking now, how to balance this. Actually, we should write a deep article with a lot of quotations from the Shastra and covering all angle of it. In my answer of 5 minutes, I missed many points. True. Correct? I give the answer and I say, this is FAQ number 25. Please go and refer and give a link. And you read a nice article with pictures, with sketches, and a lot of discussion, Hannah, which may be 500 words. Correct? A knowledge base should be created. So, very things we are talking in the course are very new. Like Manav Seva is not Madhav Seva. I said that. It's a revolution. Madhav Seva is Manav Seva, what Shastra says. But Manav Seva is not Madhav Seva all the time. Correct? Just like, say, you're a doctor. Now, suppose a child has certain diseases, he should not eat heavy food. Maybe his liver is not good or something. Doctor will advise, don't do that. It's not good for him. Correct? But out of your compassion, affection for him, without proper knowledge of a doctor, you give him nice ghee paratha, you may kill him. So you're trying to help, but you're trying to do good before you should know what is good. So everybody says, I want to be a good man. Do you know what is good first? So we need to really first understand what is ultimate good for the people in the world. And then you try to do good.
Yeah.
Another question, Prabhuji. What is it meant by forbidden action and inaction? And please tell us what it means by demigod.
Demigod, I'll come to, we are in 5th chapter now, in the start from the 7th and 9th chapter. So that question, I keep it aside. Now focus was on the soul, and because I have not discussed that now, it will come little later. I don't want to focus now because people are not ready now for the discussion. Now, what are the other question was?
The other question is forbidden action, yes.
How can you say something is bad or good? Many people say this is another revolution. Morality, can it be absolute? Since I tell you, Gita is so beautiful book. It is creating revolution for us. I see. I was also part of the society, so I don't know. It's a revolution. Manav Seva, Madhav Seva, the revolution, big revolution. Nobody will agree. I've boldly said it. Taking the example of life of Nriga. Okay, now, so you said, what is the question now, please?
The forbidden, what does it mean by forbidden action?
Can we define something as absolutely bad? Yes. If I define the goal of life is to reach the lotus feet of the Lord, if the goal is clear, then something is good and something is bad. If the goal is not clear, nothing is good, nothing is bad. That's why it has the youth. When you go to the youth, say, don't drink. Why? Why I should not drink? It's good for health. Little liquor is good for digestion also. They will give some excuse. So it's not going to be easy. But as you evolve them into a destination of life, and that education is lacking today. We're not teaching them what is the mission of their life. See, just imagine you are a person with a mission. 1 minute you will not waste, isn't it? But today, honestly, truthfully looking, I really don't know what I should achieve in my life. Hannah? And once, not only, now you're getting a vague idea. I try to go, Prabhupada is to say, you have made such a big mission in life to go back to the kingdom of God. Now you have to be very serious. Just like say in India, the toughest examination to pass, we can say the IS examination. Okay? Now you say, I want to pass IS and you're studying for 10 minutes. It's a joke. You should be studying 10, 12 hours a day. Similarly, you want to go back to kingdom of God, you should be very, 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 very serious.
Ambika Mataji wanted to ask her question, Prabhuji. I have
Hare
unmuted.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam.
Yes.
Thank you for explaining that, the breakdown between 8, and 8. I really like, the 8-hour breakdown that you gave for the day, for the Prabhuji who asked the question earlier. So that
That
is
is
really,
Bhaktivinoda
really,
Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur's formula. Yes.
oh, it's a Bhaktivinoda Thakur formula.
But
Thank you.
see, great people do more than what they ask. He was sleeping only 2 hours, but you cannot imitate him. See, if you want to be a great person, you should be very strict with yourself and very relaxed with others. Then you are an inspiration to follow. Correct. You say 8 plus 8 plus 8 and you sleep 24 hours. You're not a good example. But Acharya Bhaktivinoda Thakur used to sleep only 2 hours. He was a magistrate also. He had family also. He was taking care of his family. He was taking care of his magistrate work, which is not easy. and he single-handedly revived the whole Lord Chaitanya's movement. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you. No, thank you. And I really like the phrase that you said. Manav Seva is not Madhav Seva. So, we always hear that, Manav Seva is like, that's the best thing. But, so I really like, Manav Seva is not Madhav Seva. So that's really good. Thank you very much for
No, it's
explaining
a,
that.
see what happens. Many of the things I can tell the audience, I can hide. By hiding many things that Krishna teaches in Gita, I tell you, I can become more popular. But I'm cheating. What do you say? I said I'm doing this course representing what Krishna said. Many people are not like, just like in ISKCON, we say, don't do so many forbidden activities. Many people go away after hearing. Correct? When Prabhupada landed in America, first 1 year, he had no success. And people came to him and said, Swamiji, you are being very conservative and strict. We should allow little drinking. At least he used to say many things don't do. Why you say no? Allow little drinking. Allow little womanizing. You say no, we should live a pure life, we should not drink. Then what will this movement be? Prabhupada said, if I compromise here, then the process will not work. Correct? What do you say? Suppose somebody chanting Krishna Nama and is drinking all, the process will not work. He is lighting a fire and putting water over it. So truthfully, I'm telling there are so Mano Seva, Mother Seva. If I tell, I know I'll become unpopular. 99% people believe it. Correct? But I just truthfully repeated what Gita said. Now approach should be a little different. See, when I studying in a college, when I take the physics book or mathematics books, certain paragraphs I cannot understand. But because I have respect for the knowledge, I go back to the teacher. Teacher, I'm not able to understand this paragraph. Teacher explains. I'm still not able to understand it. Again I go. Then I am. Isn't it how many subjects happen or not? Is it reality or not? In any subject you studied, you say medicine or engineering or any subject, certain areas are tough. They take time to understand. When Gita says Mano Seva is not Madhav Seva, it's a tough area because intuitively we feel it is true. But Gita is speaking something reverse. So it should not be rejected. Oh, I don't care for Gita. No, no, please don't be so proud. Gita is very respectful. Now try to understand it. Why did he say that? There must be some reason why he is saying that. Hai. And then when you understand, you say, oh, we actually need a more wholesome program. We can help, but have more wholesome, like parents today should have more wholesome program. Not only I have a responsibility to bring a person skilled enough to get a job, I also have a responsibility to create a good citizen for the country. You should be a nice person. And I also have a responsibility to see my child is spiritually developed, isn't it? I have a complete responsibility. Though if I'm only training my child to get a good job, at the end of the day, the father, mother were not responsible. Suppose some child does terrorist activity, somewhere the parents are responsible. Why didn't they train the child properly? Like it happening in America sometimes, shooting occurs. I immediately, a father, mother get 50% karma of the child of any sinful activity. Why? Krishna holds them responsible. Why didn't you train your child properly? Isn't it? That is natural family planning. So if I can have anything, Pitana Sasya, Janani Sasya, Shastra said, don't become father, don't become mother, don't become guru, don't become king if you cannot train your people properly. So the training is a dependent or dependent. They just follow what you tell. So we should give a more wholesome program which will able to solve this Manav Seva, Madhav Seva.
Thank
Even
you.
in
Thank you.
Tirupati, they have put this board up. Unfortunate. Manav Seva is Madhav Seva. But Shastra is Madhav Seva is Manav Seva. See, if you put water in the root of the tree, the water goes everywhere. Yata taror moola nishechanena tirpyanti taskanda bhujopashaka prana upahara chaithendriyana tathaiva sar arhanam achyutejya. When you put water in the root of the tree, the water goes to every part of the tree. So similarly, when you serve Hari, everybody is satisfied, which is little advanced topic.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, let me come to my question. So in verse 5.3, we talked about karma yoga and karma sannyasa. So can you explain those two terminology? And obviously, as a devotee, we don't even want to get into karma yoga and karma sannyasa. We want to get into the devotional service, bhakti yoga. So can you please explain those two terminology?
See, karma yoga done. See, karma yoga has two aspects: sakama karma yoga and nishkam karma yoga. And nishkam karma yoga itself bhakti yoga. There is no difference. Therefore, many times Prabhupada uses in the Gita purport nishkam karma yoga. Okay, are you seeing the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, he uses karma yoga also in the name of bhakti yoga. Karma yoga means bhakti yoga. See, devotion to the Lord, when it is contaminated, becomes karma yoga or jnana yoga. Yoga means bhakti yoga. Yoga means connection to the Lord. Connection means bhakti. But when there is a desire for the fruit, it becomes contaminated karma yoga. When there is a desire for some knowledge not connected to the Lord, that becomes jnana yoga. You understand? Both are contamination. Anyabilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavritam. You know the shloka, Mataji? Bhakti shloka.
Yes. Yes.
So what does it mean? A pure bhakti should be free from jnana and karma. What kind of jnana karma? Devotees are also doing karma, but any karma which is not for the pleasure of the Lord, any jnana which is not for the pleasure of the Lord, devotee is free from that. Correct? Jnana karmadi anavritam. So just karma yoga can become bhakti yoga if it is that contamination of fruity mentality goes away. That becomes bhakti yoga. Yoga means bhakti yoga. Jnana yoga can become also bhakti yoga when the contamination for unnecessary knowledge for personal gratification goes away. Hai. You want to become a famous man and a knowledgeable man. You are very proud of your speculation and imagination. You are not humbly hearing what Krishna says. Jnane prayasa udupasya namante eva. Give up your tendency to speculate, except for the Shastra says, and don't be attached to your ideas. Then you become bhakti yoga. So as such, karma yogi is also bhakti yogi, provided he is qualified. So here when Krishna is comparing, actually is comparing bhakti yoga and karma sannyasa, not just karma yoga. You understand? Karma yoga is also, yoga means bhakti, no? Yoga means connection
Yes.
to the Lord.
Yes.
So
Yes.
karma yoga and karma sannyasa, karma yoga vishishyate. Because connection to the Lord is much better than just karma sannyasa. Karma sannyasa, you give up everything, you sit down in Himalayas. Many people do that. Then idle mind becomes devil's workshop. I tell you what happened. There was once one person came to me. Is this okay now, Mataji, overall?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
What happened once one person came to me and he said, man, my wife left me, divorced me, taken the child also. Now I don't know for what purpose I should work. Can I just come and stay in your temple? I said, okay, I'll give you a chance. But I have to drive him away because he wanted to create another family here. So unless heart is pure, just sitting in the forest will actually lead to destruction than any constructor. Hai na? In fact, Vedic Prabhupada, I know revolutionary thing. Have you seen Vrindavan? Prabhupada was staying in Vrindavan for a long time, 55 years to 70, 15 years he stayed there. And Prabhupada saw the Babajis of Vrindavan. And Prabhupada was not happy with that. They were just sitting and doing nothing. Anna? Prabhupada said, no, nobody should be parasite on the society. Some way they should contribute to the society. At least teach Krishna consciousness, right? Prabhupada did that or not, isn't it? He was writing books. He was, even without a food in his stomach, he used to walk to get his books printed. We need to do something to the society. Just think that I wear a dress of a Baba, karma sannyasa, and people will feed me. That is not correct. So Prabhupada was not happy even with that kind of Babaji outlook. He said, no. He used to laugh. He said, at least give them a kulhari. Kulhari. See, in society, when they say Babaji, they give so much respect. Prabhupada said, no. Give them kulhari. At least grow your own food. He said the very strong statement is unbelievable. A resident of Vrindavan is saying these Babajis are not spiritually advanced. They should contribute some way. Okay, if you cannot teach anything because you don't study anything, so at least grow your own food. Correct? At least grow your own food. Don't you feel like that? Nobody should be allowed to become. In Vedic society, beggary is punishable. Why a person, you see, sometimes they're sitting outside temple, he's fully stout and strong. Why is he begging? He should work, no? Isn't it? Don't you think like that? Why is he begging? In the name of God, why is he begging? He should not beg. He should do some contribute to society, and that he will definitely be maintained. Suppose nothing is there, somebody comes and cleans your garden, and at least you give something to eat. But no free lunch. Everybody should work and contribute to society. So karma sannyasa becomes like that, not doing anything, which is not respected. Prabhupada was never happy with that. Prabhupada, even for the movement, he said, I want hard-working people. I don't want idle people. Again, and but Prabhupada's Guru Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada was also like that. Once he went to a Gaudiya Math, and it was Ekadashi day. Everybody was sleeping. So he begged them, why you're sleeping? He was the Acharya of the movement, just like Prabhupada the Acharya of his movement. He was Acharya Gaudiya Math. So Gurudev, Nirjal Ekadashi. I said, get up, eat some food and go out and work. He forced him to go out. Why is he doing that? He knows idle mind is devil's workshop without exception for anybody. In fact, sometimes attracted by the Babajis of Vrindavan, some devotees came to Prabhupada, can you give us Babaji Diksha? Prabhupada said, no, no. He said, it's just a matter of 15 minutes. If you sit down, say, suppose somebody says, whole day I'll chant Harinama. It's not practical. You cannot chant like Haridas Thakur whole day. We don't have that taste. So we should have sadhana for 8 hours. The rest 16 hours should go for body and mind. Then you'll be very peaceful. And if you organize yourself, you feel so happy and healthy. Just sitting whole day chanting, it will not work out. Your mind will blow. You will sit and say Vrindavan also all the time. Your karma krodha will choke you. It's just a matter of time. So engagement is very safety. Therefore, I sometimes tell the full-time brahmacharis, you may be living in the premises in a consciousness, you can go down compared to a normal man because he has 8 hours of engagement. And if you don't engage hard work for spreading Krishna consciousness, if you have an idle mind, a person who is business outside will have better consciousness than you. Correct? You understand this point? Yeah, appreciate this point. Say a sadhu, we are very interested for sadhu, and people maintain us. We are not working for our livelihood, but we are contributing to society in some way. We are not even getting time to sleep. This day-night work. Yesterday night, the class stopped at 11:30 in the night. Going on. Krishna's grace. I am very grateful to Krishna to give me engagement, but you're busy. But suppose I am in dress of a sadhu, eating is not a big issue. People do maintain us. But then being free now from any engagement, I can become worse than a man who is engaged in business or office. I can become worse than him because just wearing dress of a sadhu and living in the compound wall of a temple is not a guarantee of a high consciousness. We need good engagement. We should be very, very busily engaged. Every day, plan your day and pack your day with some good work and include in that work some chanting and reading about the Lord. That will be a simple advice to start off. Pack your day. Don't allow in your day 5 minutes free. Pack your day tightly. You will have wonderful, happy consciousness. Isn't it? Makes sense?
Yes, Prabhuji. Can you make Deepa Shri Mataji admin again, co-host again? She got disconnected. She's named as admin Deepa Shri.
Deepanjana.
Deepa Shri. She's named as admin Deepa Shri.
Yes, done.
Yeah. So next question I'll read out, Prabhuji, from Sahana. She says, if Bhagavad Gita is conversation between Arjuna and Krishna, how is it said that it was said before the Divya Yuga, when Arjuna was not even there?
Yeah. No, the message was said.
Okay.
Definitely, it was not in the Mahabharata battle, but Krishna taught to sun god 120 million years before, not one Divya Yuga, 120 million years before, he taught to sun god. That means how old is message? Just imagine. And before that also, he was taught similar knowledge to even Brahma. Therefore, there is Chatushloki. Brahma gets all the knowledge in 4 shlokas from the Lord.
Next question is from Abhirama Arjuna. He asks, what do you think about Shakuni who was inducing Duryodhana against Pandavas?
We should write Mahabharata again. All character studies. Yeah? Shakuni. See, I'm not expert in Mahabharata. People ask me too much about Karna and Dhritarashtra, so I clarified. Shakuni, I have to make a character study. It's a big history. But see, at the end of the day, he was some injustice was done because Gandhari was taken away, married to a blind man. He wanted to take, and then something, and there was. I heard this is from I have to do a deep study. There's some saying that they were starved to death, and the Shakuni made dice on the ash of the ancestors, correct? And with the dice, he came to destroy this whole dynasty, isn't it? Correct. They say like that. I have to make a real study from real Mahabharata because sometimes when you hear all this thing, I have to check which are true, which are wrong. So I'm not in a position now to comment on his life because I've not made a study.
Okay, one devotee wants your comment on Shloka 527.
And that I'm bound to Gita, I can say. Mahabharata, I'm not an expert, but little study I made for Karna and Dhritarashtra, I think, which I have told.
5.27.
That is the last shloka. No? That's a beautiful, shloka of peace. Peace formula. This one? Or just wait, which chapter is this? Yeah, this is the one.
Yes, Prabhuji. 5.27.
Setting all sudden object, keeping the eyes and vision concentrated with the two eyebrows, suspending the inward and outward breath within nostril, thus controlling the mind's intelligence, become free from desire, fear, and anger, which always in a state of certain liberty. Yeah, because see, Ashtanga Yoga chapter is about to start. Therefore, this is a hint of Ashtanga Yoga, which is just coming now. See, after that, Bhoktaram comes, and after that, the 6th chapter is starting. Correct? Ashtanga Yoga chapter. So this is actually a brief trailer of Ashtanga Yoga, which is started here. Shutting out all sense object. This is actually part of Ashtanga Yoga. Moving air, inhale, pranayama part of it. Correct? Suspending inward and outward breaths is part of pranayama. Desire, fear, and anger. So this is not practiced now. Ashtanga Yoga is not recommended in Kali Yuga. Shastra says something else. It says, Krite adhyayato Vishnu, Retam yam yajato makai. So tomorrow I'll do that. No, I'll deal with this thoroughly now tomorrow. Which kind of yoga we should do. This is your presentation for tomorrow. In that, I'll explain very thoroughly how this is not recommended, even though it's the most. Today, if you type yoga, means Ashtanga Yoga. Everybody in India does some meditation, some pranayama, thinking it to be spiritual.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Naresh will ask his question.
Just wait. Are you able to see? No, just wait. Let me now show this thing. Okay. So this is Ashtanga Yoga, what people do. Tomorrow's presentation so far. And now, can you see this? What the Shastra says. Yeah, Shastra says. In fact, Arjuna is going to reject Ashtanga Yoga. Arjuna himself will reject. He says, I can't do it. So Prabhupada says, are you greater than Arjuna? Now see this shloka which I wanted to say. This meditation process, Ashtanga Yoga process, is recommended for Satyuga, Krita Yuga. Yagnas are represented for Treta Yuga. Archana is represented for Dwapar Yuga. And Hari Kirtana is for Kali Yuga. Isn't it clear now? So it is not recommended for today. The process of meditation. This shloka, therefore, even though the shloka is there, I didn't discuss because it is not. The principle is okay. You focus on the Lord similarly. Say this. Satyuga is going to meditation. Tiretayuga yagna. Dwaparyuga archana. Kalyuga is Hari Kirtana. Which is practical and easy for today. Yes. So many revolutions you will have as you study Gita. Revolutionary. Most of the people, yoga, even a prime minister think yoga means Ashtanga Yoga. He also sits down yoga day and sits. Intention is good, but he should attend Gita 18 course. He learns something.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I'm Naresh. I'm calling from Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
I'm really happy that I took up this course. I'm really enjoying it. One small question. I have two questions. One small question is that I ordered books online, so I don't know how I'm going to get that books. Is there any way I can get a link where I can download?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, you can ask your concerned admin regarding this. They will be suggesting you on this. Because after placing an order, probably you have to wait for 1 week, probably.
No, there is something serious here. He's in America.
Okay, fine.
Because, America, the costing is different.
Yeah, that process is different, yeah.
See,
Naresh,
I tell you something. I studied even I called up different temples and I studied the cost of the book. Really shocked something. Amazon, the books are cheaper than even in the temples in America. So you will get all these books on Amazon. I do have my students there. They can source from the temples and send you, but it will cost you a little more. But I can arrange that. I can organize that. But they can give you a link again. They were telling me that. Yes, last time I told them they went to the temple, they purchased the book, they packed it, and personally they send it, even with a frame of the temple and all. We do that for some times for some donors who send big contribution here. I organize through my students. Whole thing I get it sent to their place. But they told me, sir, this is personal what we did, but reality the books are more cheaper on Amazon.
Yes, Prabhuji, but there are so many books that I'm getting confused that which book to buy and which book not to buy. So
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah. You know, do one thing. You leave your. This is my. I'll first give my email. I think I should do that, so the things are clear. My many see, I taught it for 20 years in the colleges. So many students are there who are sincerely, very serious spiritually, but they are in America now. So they do happily a small this all thing I do. They went out in Black Friday sale to buy frames from. They bought lot of frames and they're ready. They anything as they tuck this into anybody. See, this is my email.
it's Prabhuji. I had sent you an email already.
Oh, sorry.
No
You are
worries.
from this batch or you are from previous batch?
This batch.
Oh, so you can write to me. Okay, I'll see. My mail is pending. I know.
No
We
worries.
had 3 4 days disaster here. The website collapsed in registration time. So we were trying to put it up, and still registration is going on till tomorrow, and it's going even great now. So we allowed for a few more days. People even joined bit late. They can make up. So we were
Okay.
God is something. So I'm misreading my mails. I'll do that.
So my second question is, Prabhuji, that what is Sankhya Buddhi and Yoga Buddhi?
Sankhya. See, Sankhya means counting. In the second chapter, the Sankhya word was used, where Krishna says in a shloka, 39 shloka, that till now I taught you through Sankhya, now you taught you through Buddhi Yoga. That's what referring to, no? In the
Mm-hmm.
second
Yeah.
chapter. Taught till now through Sankhya. There, the Sankhya refer to separating body from the soul. Sankhya means analysis. Sankhya means counting. Sankhya. Hold on, Sankhya, counting.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is that we divide the body into various elements, the world rather into 24 elements. You know, the earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, false ego, five senses for perception, five objects of the senses, five senses for output. So we make it 24 elements. That is Sankhya. And he say, I am none of them. I am soul. Okay. So when I am
Okay.
separating a body from the soul, that is Sankhya. Buddhi Yoga is Bhakti Yoga using Tesham Satayuktanam Bhajatam Priti Purvakam Dadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Mam Upayantite. Prabhupada quotes the shloka connecting Buddhi Yoga to this shloka. Yesham Satayuktanam Bhajatam. When you have favorite engaged devotion service, Krishna gives you the Buddhi so that you can reach him. So Buddhi Yoga is Bhakti Yoga.
Okay.
Sankhya
Thanks.
Yoga is separating body from the soul. That's also important. Right? Unless you separate body from the soul, how will you connect with the Lord? So, but the end is reaching the Lord either way.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
One is detaching from matter. One is attachment to Krishna. Buddhi Yoga is using your buddhi to serve Krishna. And other one is detaching ourselves from matter. So the focus of Sankhya Yoga is separating body from the soul. Focus of Buddhi Yoga is serving the Lord with all your intelligence. Getting intelligence to serve the Lord from the Lord.
Can we look at that techniques, Prabhuji? Techniques on controlling the mind, or we don't have time for that?
We have. We will do one technique today. So at least give you a trailer of that. Okay? Everybody is ready?
Sure, Prabhuji.
27 techniques. So tomorrow they'll make me start at 7. Sir, start the techniques. Start the technique. It is based on common sense and also from Bhagavad Gita. Just like you saw 18 reasons we are not the body, I derive from basic common sense and also from Gita. These are all bridge classes which I took in the colleges. I was thinking yesterday that I'm so much unteachable. Why not I make a seminars where exhaustive, because here I cannot do detail. real detail as I do it in colleges, do those and make them videos and offline give a seminar. People can do, attend course, even solve quizzes, and we can give them a seminar certificate. They attended seminar on or workshop on mind control because it's a 4 5 sessions. It's a very big topic. I was getting that idea. I don't know. So we need to start 27 techniques. It's a huge presentation. So anyway, I'll not do the starter work. That I think is a good idea, no? I don't know. Some people can join me. We can make seminar on this and keep it as a separate course itself. I'll start straight away here, 34 slide. See, I'm separating ourselves into three parts: soul, spiritual body, subtle body, physical body. So some techniques are involving the physical body, some techniques involving the subtle body, some techniques involving the spiritual body. So methods of mind control: physical method, mental method, spiritual method. Physical methods: yogasana, pranayama, kriya, sitting posture are very popular. People do this for mind control. They have some benefit, no doubt, but my approach is separate. I want looking for a permanent benefit. First thing is eating and sleeping. My voice is clear, Edmund?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wise. If you want to control your mind, first thing, sleep early. Sleep by not later than 10 o'clock. See, previously, if you know, everybody is today talking about living a natural life. And everybody is talking about organic food without chemicals. Just think about electricity we have introduced maybe last 100 years. Before there was no electricity. Everybody used to, dark is at 6 o'clock, it's become dark. 7 or 8 o'clock, everybody slept. And it is saving also. Simply awake till 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock, so much electricity is wasted. Morning, the light is there at 5 o'clock. Therefore, some countries in the world, even America, have created daylight saving so that people, save time. What is the point in sleeping at 1 o'clock in the night, getting up at 10 o'clock? You wasted electricity. Look from economic perspective, also good for the country. Sleep early, get up early. Why? Because the body is designed like that. It will be very healthy and peaceful. And morning time is the best time for spiritual life. See, at morning time, you have to have some private time for spiritual life. If during the work hours you create a private time when you're reading and chanting, people get irritated to you. It's the office time, you have to immediately make some decision. No, I have a chanting to do now. People will be angry at you. They'll not allow you. Correct? Somebody has come to deliver some goods, you have ordered something on Amazon. They say, no, don't disturb me, I'm chanting. Hey, I have to my work to do. So it's very difficult for you in the daytime to get a private time for practicing spiritual life. Early morning is the best time. And at that time, atmosphere is such, very easy to practice spiritual life, very easy to chant, very easy to read. So first thing you note down, buy an alarm clock. Sleep early, get up early. If you want to practice spiritual life, or in a mobile, have an alarm full high volume before you sleep and fix it up. Okay. This is a famous saying repeated by many, many people in the world. Early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise. Second thing to do is that watch your food. Eat sattvic food. Don't eat rasic and tamasic food. See, I'm going very practically because these things can be easily done. It's very easy to change your sleep pattern. It's very easy to change your food pattern. It's not very difficult. It's very difficult to control the mind. Very easy to control food. Eat sattvic food. Just that, it'll help. It'll help tremendously. By eating sattvic food, you are what you eat. You also become sattvic. By eating tamasic food, you also become tamasic. Now, what is it? Sattvic, rasic, tamasic food, you do research. But I'll tell you the effect of that. Increase the duration of life, purify one existence, give strength, health, happiness, satisfaction. Such nourishing food are sweet, juicy, fattening, and palatable. Already questions are coming. Rasic food is bitter, too sour, salty, pungent, and dry and hot. That pani puri, chaat masala, bakery, all this strong taste are not good for health in the long run. Correct? Once in a while, okay. But daily, if you have that, why fast food is banned near all colleges and schools? Why it is banned? In every part of the world, they banned it. Why? It's not good for health. In Ayurveda, maida is poison. Correct? And chaat masala, all the chili is so high that it will cause ulcer in your stomach. Okay, once in a while, okay, but it's not good daily stuff. Such food cause pain, distress, and disease. So these all become rasic. And food which is cooked long time before it is stinking. Don't touch it. No, sir, nobody eats it. Liquor. What is liquor? Stinking food only. No, what is it? Not 3 hours, it is 300 hours, 300 years also old sometimes. Why you want to take that? So avoid tamasic food. Have sattvic food. So simple example. We have a beautiful guest house. Please come to Mangalore, stay with us. See, even look of a sattvic food is so pleasing. Just think of how pleasing it is to just look at it. Suppose I arrange all the items, so feel happy to just see that. Sattvic food even gives happiness of looking also. And after making, this is the Rajbhoga. Okay, you're welcome. We have feast regularly. Raja means king. Krishna is served like a king. Okay. We do one more.
Sure.
Urgency to importance. One more we can do.
Yes, Prabhuji.
It was useful. First one was useful. Take it. Now let us see second one. We have to organize our life now. See, I'm going very practical and systematic. I will speak big things later. Simply chant name of Krishna. All these things are definitely the best things. But certain things in life are important and urgent. Certain things in life are important and not urgent. Certain things are not urgent and not important. Certain things are urgent and not important. It's called quadrant in mathematics. I'm putting things where they should not be. Tell me where I should shift. Admins give a chance. Anybody can tell where it should go. It should go important and not urgent or important and urgent. Daily studies.
Anybody can raise a hand, whomever was interested to participate.
Yeah, tell me where it should go.
Aromita Guha, please unmute yourself.
Prabhuji, it should go to important but not urgent.
Why?
Because studies is important in your life to, get knowledge, learn about new
But why
things.
not urgent?
Because I think that it is not urgent at this moment, that where, at
Not a
what
crisis.
stage you
Suppose
are.
suppose there is medical emergency.
Yeah.
You go to hospital, not you do daily studies. Correct? So it doesn't come in crisis area. Important, urgent is crisis. Cigarette, is it crisis? I have to smoke now. Where it should go?
Should be not urgent, not important.
Important, not urgent, maybe after the college. Okay. Exam. Where did exam go? Anybody? It will go here. Okay, na? Where should be?
Surya Prabhuji, can you please unmute yourself and answer?
Okay, interruption. Where should interruption go? Anybody know time management and know this what I'm doing?
Anybody can one by one unmute yourself and can come forward.
Where it should go?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, interruptions should be not important, not urgent.
In the sense, say I tell you. Now some noise comes in the class is going on. So immediately I have to act, come back, to the classroom and mute him. It was urgent, but it was not important. Correct?
Prabhuji, completely agree. But from
I
my
understood.
point of
I'm defining it that like that. The time management books define in that way. I tell you now, as you develop, it will come more clear why I'm defining it. Okay? So, okay, this went here, this went here, here. I put interruption here. Just be with me now, you'll understand more. Room cleaning, important but not urgent. Okay? So now this becomes a quadrant of crisis. This is quadrant of interruption. This is quadrant of waste. This is quadrant of empowerment. The most important quadrant among all is this one. This is crisis. Only comes when you are not organized. It's a beautiful thing which is going to come up. Just wait. Next slide is super slide. This is interruption. It comes for some kind of people. Now let me take the next slide. You're not going to believe the next slide. I've derived something super now from this. Here it is. Can you see this slide? If you're always in quadrant one, means there is some problem with you. You're a procrastinator. Just like we all studied in colleges previous day night. You cannot digest 10 days food in one day. That's what happened when you study in one night. You're difficult to digest. You start cramming. Your performance will be mediocre. Even if you pass, you're burnt out. I did have stress and anxiety. So always do things in time. Don't procrastinate. So the moment you are free from crisis should not come for a well-organized person. The moment you're free from crisis, you should go here. But what we do is that we go here and here. Moment exam is over, you can find Mangalore, all students back and go to Goa. You go to here. Or go here. Sit with your friends and gossip, waste your time. So this quadrant, if you are there...
Can't read the slide.
You're not able to read the slide.
No, Prabhuji.
Now?
Is better now.
Is it better? Everybody is able to see the slide?
Yeah, we're able to.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you are in quadrant one, means you are a procrastinator. Correct? Is it a correct conclusion or not? Very good. Now come to quadrant three below. If you always are in quadrant three, that means you are a yes man. You can't say no. You allow yourself to be interrupted all the time. Just like you have fixed your morning 5 to 7 time for spiritual life. Nowadays, you're doing it already. I say this time is the most beautiful time you selected for the course. Keep it every day for spiritual life. This course will end few days later. At the time, read Gita, chant Hare Krishna, keep it for spiritual life. Suppose somebody calls you that time, said, I'll call you after half an hour, I'm a bit busy now. You have to learn to say no sometime. Correct? You have to organize your day. But people have become today what called reputation of being a pleaser. They have no confidence in themselves. They can't say no to anybody. They become rather a doormat for people to wipe their feet. You want to become a doormat for people to wipe their feet? No. So don't become a yes man. Sometimes you have to say no. Okay. Then slacker. Slacker means he is addiction to intoxication, illicit sex, gambling, so many vices is addicted. Unfortunate, hate the sin, not the sinner, but his condition is very bad. Lack of responsibility, is full of guilt and flackiness. He is a slacker. Okay? But where you should actually be is quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 means your total control of your life, balance and high performance. Important but not urgent. Even though tomorrow exam is not there, still you're sitting and studying. Isn't it great? Hannah? Even exam is over, next day sitting and studying. Why you're studying? It's my duty to study. I'm a student now. It's peaceful. He never has a crisis. He has 3 times revised the course. Even day before exam, in my college, I remember when I was studying, there was a boy who was a topper throughout. One day I went to him. He said, every day I sleep at 10, 11 o'clock and I get up at 5 o'clock. I said, really? He said, yes. He said, every day I study for 3, 4 hours. And he was topper. Actually, in any college, they make big drama. Every day you study 2, 3 hours, you become a topper. But the point is today, the trend is different. People don't study throughout the year. Just a few days before exam, they are in stress and drinking and so many difficulties because they end up in quadrant 1, procrastinator. Okay, does it make sense? Isn't it beautiful? You didn't like it? Amazing or not? This is taken from a time management book, but I'm using it. It has a spiritual implication. Any questions on the first two things today?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Good. 27 techniques. Aren't they nice? First technique. What is the first technique? Get up early and sleep early. Sleep at 9, 10, maximum 10. Try. Depends on your profession. Sometimes you're forced to, you're working in a call center, that's separate. But as far as possible, sleep early and get up early. So what is the second technique? Now, in the first technique, second thing, eat sattvic food. Don't eat tamasic food. Okay. You're very calm mind. And second thing is organize your day, and every day, what the thing which is most important for you, empowering, keep some time. Keep some time.
Hello.
Otherwise, 1, 3, and 4, you fill your day. Yes, sir.
Prabhuji, Mr. Yogesh Prabhuji has a question.
Yes, Yogesh. Yogesh.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you very much for sharing this Stephen Covey time management matrix.
Oh, this is
it's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes, he designed this matrix. And I would just like to add one thing. You have beautifully explained it. The second quadrant is important and not urgent. You know, their focus of life should be there. We should focus on this quadrant. Now, if we focus on this quadrant, yes, sir, this is the most important. And if we do not focus here, then the things will fall in quadrant 1, and that is the terrible situation, as you rightly said.
It becomes you become a crisis
all
manager.
3 quadrants.
You become what it says a crisis manager all the time. You know?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. So thank you so much, for sharing this one.
Good. I didn't know the name. Thank you very much. And 1, 3, and 4 will take all your time. You know, there will be no time remaining here. Very nice. Thank you, sir.
Surya Prabhuji, can unmute yourself and keep your question.
First of all, thank you, Prabhuji, for these beautiful techniques. And Nareshji wanted some books.
We just started there, 27.
Yeah. So I know the previous one, 15 one also, I'm waiting for certain points. When my admin will share, I'll note them down because I missed them. But I really like the way we can implement. So I don't have a question, but I wanted to say that Nareshji was looking for some Bhagavad Gita. So in California, USA, they were distributing them free on Diwali. So one of my friends has it. If he's interested, I can be of help.
Oh, good. Very nice.
But I don't know.
Which country they do that. Temples are rich. They do that. Very nice. So you take his help each other, make a nice communication.
So I would be requiring the help of the admin or somebody to give me his contact.
Yeah. Somebody said in America, some city he wanted a book. She's ready to send you free gift. And plus postage, maybe you can. Okay.
That's okay. Thank you.
Thank you. That is nice. Now, so we will be doing 27 take. What I was feeling maybe as a retrospect, this time I'll do. Some people can combine together. We can make a workshop on this on Teachable. Make video and all things ready. Offline when you have time, because each one of them, like he was telling some name, we can sit together and present better. Even the time management matrix requires half an hour explanation. It's not just tak, I ran away 2 minutes, isn't it? Somebody was there, Yogeshji. It will require a lot of explanation. And he talks about later that if you don't keep important things in your life focused, the unimportant things take away your day, isn't it? Yogeshji. So these things actually, we can make a whole workshop. 27 techniques, or even make 54 tomorrow, can become, and from Gita, take out everything which is there. Then techniques of mind control, which are developing. So many more are there, which I'm actually not talking about because of shortage of time. So we can work and we can together make it some kind of a seminar. Offline people can go study that, see a lot of videos, additional material, notes, and get even a certificate after this all the quiz. Isn't it? It'll be good enough.
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji, Ogeshwar
Prabhuji,
Kumar has a question.
Prabhuji.
Yeah.
In fact, I am a motivational trainer,
Oh,
and I
interesting.
conduct a lot of workshop for
Good, good. So
a
you are
lot of
also in that
workshop
line.
for corporates, uh,
Ah,
multinational companies, and the Airports Authority of India,
good, good.
the
Nice.
all air
Thank you,
traffic
sir.
controllers, the airport directors,
You
and
are
all that.
already in this
And
line.
I use this metrics a lot. That's why I liked it so much.
Yeah.
So I would really, if you want my help in any way, I'm ready to contribute. For
Yes, yes.
the benefit of the society. Certainly.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So we close for the day today. It's already 2 hours, 11 minutes. Okay, so we meet tomorrow. We will do more techniques of mind control. Tomorrow is a very important chapter. Yoga. Wow. Tomorrow will be revolutionary. Now, I wish also in your notes book, keep writing the things which are new you heard in this course and some things which you heard but were not properly explained, were new but were not spent more time on. So the next time when the courses happen, we have the reflection because the end of the course you'll forget that. Isn't you understanding, Rajani ji? So many things are coming, concepts are coming. Certain things were well explained and were revolutionary. So it should be not be always should be kept in the course. But certain things are being introduced, some new concepts, but we need more explanation. They just go away fast. Because I am worried because people are doing this course 4 times, 5 times. I'm really worried. By then they go to the advanced course, is that things are not being properly explained. So point out those areas. So next course we spend the more time on those areas which are not getting more. Because see, uh, I do not know how you are looking at the course because I am not in your shoes. There is a famous saying. Suppose I am typing. The song is in my mind, not your mind. You don't know what I'm tapping. So that means learning process also. I don't know what is going in your mind. I know what is going in my mind. I think it is understood. It may not be understood by you. I have not given a sufficient good explanation. Correct? You understand? So let us make the whole teach thing more interactive, and you also participate. Keep noting down. These things were introduced today, needed more. Nothing was wrong. This I can tell you honestly. I repeated from Gita. But certain things needed maybe more explanation, which you can keep a note of the thing and to go when the course gets over, just send it across. So these things, this chapter, you should have explained more. So then we can design a better course. Hare Krishna. So please chant Hare Krishna, my humble request. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Tomorrow
Hare
we'll discuss. Tomorrow we'll discuss about yoga, which is a very, very, very important chapter, and it will be some revolutionary statements from Krishna about yoga. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
I'm going to Bhagavatam class now. I think link is there with you. Those who want to continue to